welcome to the Liverpool Community Podcast. I'm your host, Chase Johnson Lynch, and every so often, Liverpool is a big city, but sometimes we get repeaters coming here into the studio. And at least they're coming into the new studio, which is known as the Hot Box, compared to when they were in the old studio, that was the Cold Box. So today my guest is... Icebox. Thank you, Phil. Today, my guest has been here before, and I'm glad she's here again, talking about all things new and all things different with her organization, and I'm joined by Jo Galbraith.
Hi.
Did I get that right?
You did.
See, look at that. She allows me to say it wrongly, and then in our last podcast, she said I said it about 5 times wrong and never corrected me.
That's the first time you've ever said it right.
Well done.
And I thought I purposely tried to say it wrong. But either way, so Jo, basically, when you were here before, you were here as the founder, representative of Autism in Motion.
Yeah.
And which is a great organization that's dealing with not just young people, but families living with autism and all of its different forms on the spectrum, aren't you?
Yeah.
But and that organization's been running for about what, 9 years?
Yeah.
Yeah.
2016.
Right, but for some reason you decided last year to change its name, and not just change its name, but to give it the longest name in the Guinness Book of World Records. So here we go. The Neurodiverse Family Support Network.
Yeah.
Yes.
Seriously.
All right, Phil. I was trying to help. It's short on Instagram, but the Neurodiverse Support Family Network. Is that right?
The Neurodiverse Family Support Network.
See, I knew I was going to... See, if I get anything wrong, it's going to be the name because there's so many words in it. But no, it's also very important, though. I mean, I'm trying to have a little bit of that, but it's very important what you're doing because neurodiversity is the new terminology that people are doing, using to describe people who have these different issues that they've been dealing with for a long time. And there's been years that it's gone undiagnosed in not just young people, but adults.
Often, yeah.
You know what I mean? And so now that there are neurodiversity seems like, oh yeah, I can remember that one. And it doesn't sound that bad or whatever. And but in your experience, in dealing with that, you have not just been dealing with young people. You've been constantly raising the bar of the age, aren't you?
Well, yeah.
So tell us about that.
So originally we started and it was like up to age 16. As a parent of a child who was under 16 at the time, I felt that we could only really support that age group. Because obviously once they pass 16 and they go from child to adult, things are very different. Mm-hmm. You know, hospital services and all of the rest, all the supports basically. So I felt that as a parent, offering support to other parents until I'd lived with an adult with the condition and experienced the change in services. How could I offer support to other families until I'd done that?
Yeah. So then as your child had passed the age of 16, then you started to raise the age in the organization.
Yeah.
You know, and now what's interesting about that is the fact that, now, is it true that the few organizations that deal with young people with autism, they kind of like cap it at around 18, don't they?
Yeah, some do. There are more and more that are starting to recognise now, that the condition, it's not just a childhood condition.
Stop.
It doesn't stop, yeah. So at the moment, our activities go up to 25, around 25. We have got a couple of bit older, but officially it's up to 25. And then once I've got experience of over 25s, we'll raise it further.
Yeah. I mean, but how important is that, though? I mean, to deal with people in that 18 to 25 range, because this is the age range where they're supposed to like get a job, get a house, get family, and all that other kind of stuff. But then some people might still be struggling.
Well, yeah, it's sort of expected, isn't it, that you grow up at 16, 17, 18, those are your growing up years, and then you're taking responsibility. But that's not always the case. Our children or our young people, just because they are of age, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're ready for those steps. So we're there to sort of support them and cushion that transition.
Now, basically, one of the ways you do that is like through education, like because your organization provides courses, don't they?
Yeah.
And these courses are fully funded as well, aren't
The
they?
ones that we're doing at the moment are, yeah.
So can you give me an example, like some of these courses? I mean, I think you're doing like a level 2 and level 3 as well.
Yeah. So we bring in another organisation to deliver those courses, so they're fully funded at the moment, and accredited qualifications. So there's like Understanding SEND, Understanding Autism, level 2, level 3. There's a few different things that are available to not just the parents and carers, but also professionals who are working alongside the children and supporting them. So yeah, we do that. We also offer other little smaller courses as well, like that aren't accredited, that we can deliver ourselves, and we also bring in other people to do sessions too, or things that would be interesting to parents and carers.
Now, it's not just the young people; it's also you're supporting the whole family on these courses as well, aren't you?
Yeah, the whole family, yeah.
I mean, because as far as the educational side of it is concerned, it's kind of like we all, are taught, people are going to be in a certain way. There's going to be the development issues, your teen years, all that other kind of stuff. But then when you're having a child that has issues around autism or whatever, they're going to be at different levels of challenges, aren't they?
Yeah. So I think it's important to sort of step back and see the bigger picture and take what comes.
Yeah.
And, deal with any challenges that you need to along the way. It's not always going to be the same way that your friend with a child who doesn't have the condition might. I
think what's also important here is that it's a spectrum. So we're using the word condition, right? Which I think is like, a proper terminology around it. But we want to make people understand that autism is a variety of different issues that affect people differently, isn't it?
Yeah. So we support right across the spectrum. So children and young people who, and I will just say children even if they're 25, who you would never think, they're living relatively normal lives. They go to mainstream school. You can't really see their challenges, right across the board to children who need a lot of additional support, both in the classroom and at home, and a lot of adaptations need to be made for those. But obviously adaptations need to be made for everybody, and it's based on need rather than diagnosis.
Yeah.
Is that the word?
Yeah, I mean, but also too is that I think it's important to say that with your organization, it's not just about the educational side as well. There's a lot of fun activities to be had as well.
Loads. And I think that's what it's about. I mean, sometimes it's even for the parents, it's not just about the kids as well. It's about coming along and making friends with other people who are living a similar life to yourself. So, mums can meet other mums, the kids can meet other kids, siblings are there as well, so they can meet other siblings. So we're all living the same sort of lives as themselves, and with other people who understand. So yeah, lots of fun. So the normal activities that we do, it's all based around social experience. So we try to then adapt and tailor our sessions to make sure that they can meet the needs of those children. So we do different age groups. We do we have like a a more specialist setting, a more specialist group, which is a smaller group. So there's like 5 children in that group. It's more around sensory play, like children with higher needs, right across. So we do a TOTS group, so parents of little ones, and they think that there might be something going on, you know, they're not doing what the other children the same age of them is doing. So they'll come, and we have a wonderful early year specialist who works with us, and she can help signpost to different services, help you do referrals, show you how to play with your child, you know, to help get the best for them. But then that goes right up. So different groups, primary group, secondary group, which is a little bit more art-based, a little bit more like a well-being group. You know, it's tricky teen years and pre-teen years, so it's 11 to 15. It's a tricky age, and we need to sort of really nurture those, and we have lots of conversations around the table. They help each other with any issues. So like they'll talk about friendships, they'll talk about, you know, boys or girls, or, you know,
bullying.
Bullying, you know, all of the stuff. Social media is like a big thing, and collectively as a group they sort of get involved in these conversations and advise each other, and then that helps them then with their own problem solving, because they refer back and breaking down. So right up to 25, because again that's important, that just because they've turned 18 it doesn't mean they don't need that support around friendship and relationships.
It's definite. And like, you know, basically your organization has been in Visakhli for all this time.
Yeah, we've been there since 2019.
Yeah, and like, but like when you actually have gone out, you know, done events and everything else like that, you know, people have often asked you like, can you come here? Or, you know, what about us? We're over in Tasliff, or we're in like Garson or whatever, blah, blah, blah. So you decided to add something new, a new feather to your bow, shall we say?
Yeah.
So pretty much this summer, hopefully, what's going to happen with the Neurodiverse Family Support Network group?
Yeah, so what we're looking to do is we're looking to go into different areas across the city, so that we can bring what we do to more people. So at the moment it's you know, we're in this place in Visakhli. It's a lovely building, it's nice and secure and everything, but not everybody can get to us. So you know, especially after school, if they've got like a 40-minute drive across the city, because it's a chocker.
By the time they got there and everything, they got to come back.
So they're not really, not everybody's able to get to us. So we're going to try it. We're going to see how if we can do it, by going around different centres, go to different places across the city. I don't know how it's going to look exactly. It might be on a weekly basis, it might be on a fortnightly basis, though. Rotation, we're not sure yet.
Basically, you're in high demand, and you're still working on the scheduling, because it's also like the things that you offer are so diverse as well. That, you know, you're kind of like figuring out, well, let's see, on Tuesday we could do this, and on Wednesday we could do that kind of thing, isn't it?
Yeah. So we're just trying to work out how it's going to be, how it's going to look, but that's what we want to do. We want it also. So the activities for the kids, but then also the support that we offer for the parents as well, that will also move around. So we'd be able to offer more support to parents.
Now, the thing about it is that, so for an organization that's doing so much work, you know, not many people work here.
No.
I think you said you're like pretty much 3 people and stuff. And everything, and so I was asking, well, what about volunteers?
Oh, yeah.
And then when I think you said 4, and I was like, no, not including staff. Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, basically, are you looking for the volunteers?
always looking for volunteers, but obviously they've got to be the right kind of people.
Understanding as well,
understanding, so we're always looking for volunteers, but the parents help us a lot during the session, so we're there with our own children, we're there with our own kids as well, so obviously there's not like, although we're there leading the session, if you like, everybody sort of mucks in and helps out making teas and coffees and welcoming new people, you know, it's nice, it's like a nice group.
Yeah. But also, too, is because, you know, like, it's like you're having these, like, coffee morning sessions, or, you know, you're having these big groups things where the parents are at.
Yeah.
You know, like, there could be, like, you know, a parent who's, like, having those, for them, secret struggles.
Yeah.
And everything like that. So you do,
Yeah, we do one-to-one sessions. So we do.
Did you see how I drew that at you?
Yeah, love that.
It's like
we do one-to-one sessions. So some things aren't, you know, they're not something that you want to talk about in a coffee morning, or maybe it would take a bit more time than you would sort of have at a coffee morning. You needed like sort of like one-to-one support. So we do that as well. And because we've got such a vast network of people, we've got more than 14,000 people in our network, so across the social media. I'm not saying that they come to every single thing that we do, obviously, that'd be really busy, wouldn't it? We got like a good network across the city, so if somebody comes to us and it's not something that we've got personal experience of, we can sort of peer mentor, we can pass them over to introduce them to somebody who does know what they're going through.
Yeah, it's like being connectors.
Like a connector. Somebody who's already walked the path before them and can advise them a little bit maybe on what they can do to help their family.
Yeah. No, I just think that's amazing. And like so you have an event coming up.
We do.
Pretty soon, actually.
Yeah, 23rd of March.
I was going to get there.
Sorry.
But like 23rd of March.
23rd of March.
Oh, where is it?
It's in the Palm House in Sefton Park. And this is our 6th event, I think, at the Palm House.
6th celebration event.
The 6th celebration event. So it's celebrating all things neurodiverse. We bring together as many organisations as we can possibly fit in.
I think you had like about 25 or something.
It depends. You
don't want to say a number. She has a lot of people.
As many people as we can get in is the answer, really. As many people as we can get in, offering support to both children and adults, different activities, support services that you can get advice from. We've got like people going right across from like the travel training team, right to like football coaches, so massive variety of people to come and speak to on the day.
I mean, with an event that has such, massive variety of people, the important thing is, what about the food?
Well, there's a lovely little
Stop looking at me,
shop.
Phil. Stop looking at me. Shaking his head.
They do lovely lattes and lovely cakes in the Palm House.
Do they?
If you haven't been, go. It's gorgeous.
Nobody lattes think about that wasn't food. But like, no, I'm pretty sure they do. That's just great.
It's beautiful.
Now, I think I saw something, I think, what was this, last year or something like that. Being from Liverpool and everything, all of a sudden, well, I don't really walk anywhere, so I must have been driving by.
I'm not from Liverpool.
Shut up, you. Trying to set up a story here, Phil. Passing by the St. George's Hall one night, it was lit up purple.
Oh, yeah.
And everything.
Yeah.
So, tell us about that, Joe.
So that was after last year's event at the Palm House.
Yeah.
We asked Liverpool City Council, and they lit up the buildings purple for us. So St. George's Hall, the Palm House, the Town Hall.
Wow.
They were all purple. Oh, and the Radio City Tower as well.
Right.
They were all purple for us.
Sorry. That's a big faux pas.
Oh.
All right. Don't pause.
I was dealing with professionals.
All right. So did I. It's actually the hospital, but that's okay.
No, we'll take it
I
down.
know it's too late now. Rose already in the middle of stopping it. All right, we're still rolling. So the farmhouse and everything that was lit up.
Yeah, it was all lit up and it was gorgeous.
It was gorgeous.
It was
I
gorgeous.
wanted to know who's responsible for this.
Yeah, it was us.
So,
Sorry.
no, don't apologize. So, was like purple the color of autism?
No.
No.
We just liked it. We just liked the colour purple. So
It's like that. I like the
we
film too.
tried to stay away from the blue colour.
Yeah, too.
Yeah. So we didn't want the blue colour. So we
You didn't want the blue. You didn't want the red.
Purple. Why not purple? Yeah.
Notice how she didn't say that though, Phil.
Yeah.
Yeah. So purple, no, it was beautiful. If anybody's seen that, it just was an amazing sight, to behold, and everything. It's like, you got the ear to the, the key to the, you got your connections there, Joe.
Yeah, we know lots of people now.
You know lots of people, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you dropped another name on there. What? No, forget it. No, I'm kidding. So that event's coming up on the 23rd and everything.
Yeah.
And reason why I also mentioned it is because as a small organization that's been around for a long time that is doing such great work and stuff like that, I mean, always, like every other organization, you could use funding.
Yeah.
And everything like that, because, you get your small parts of funding and everything. So, I mean, like, if anybody out there, could know and help and want to support the Neurodiverse Family Support Network and everything else like that,
Yeah. It'd be good if we could take on extra staff to help. To help. We'd love to be able to, like, offer respite to parents, so they had a bit of a break. But unfortunately, we just haven't got enough hands to do that. But if somebody wanted to help us and give us some money, that would be amazing and definitely something that we'd love to do.
Yeah, I was saying no respite for you, but but your parents sound like they're not there for that. It'd be nice and appreciated, but they're there for
but it'd be nice sometimes, wouldn't it?
but they're also there because you're there, supporting.
And we're there because they're there. Is that corny?
No, it's not corny. Is that corny, Phil? No, it's true.
It is true, yeah. It is true.
It's true. Anyway, I mean, like, so basically, before we close, I do ask you, and it is a complicated question. It's not really complicated, but it is. It's a personal question on an everyday level. But being that as an organization, and you're there to help people if they have this question.
Yeah.
So I would like to invite the audience, whatever, to be, because you can always like and subscribe when you watch this show. But they can always reach out to you guys as well as far as advice is concerned.
Yeah.
But being a parent, working with young people like 18 to 25 and everything like that, what do you say to a parent who may feel that they're at their wit's end, and everything, because a lot of people can't see the light at the end of the tunnel, can they?
Yeah. No.
And everything when they're going through the struggle.
Yeah.
And only we have neurodiverse parents understand what the struggle is.
Yeah. And we're not going to say it's easy. It isn't always easy, but I think you always have to take a step back and look at the bigger picture and sort of see your child for who they are. Mm-hmm. Try and see past the challenges that they might have and that they might bring sometimes as well.
Yeah.
And look at the good stuff.
Yeah.
Focus on the good stuff. Reach out to us. If we can help, we will. If we can't, we'll point you in the direction and introduce you to somebody who can. There is a lot of good people out there and who are doing really good things. And things are changing.
And we never really know what it is that's going to be that's light switch doing.
No. Yeah.
And everything, and that's not my phone.
Is that Phil's phone?
That's Phil's phone.
Oh,
look at my face. That's Phil's
so
phone.
Professional.
So professional. I'm gonna just let it ring while I continue to try talking this thing. I was being very serious.
I don't know what I can't hear it.
Yeah. Sure. Where was I? So anyway, I know where I was. But as people are, I like to look upon it as like I can always remember my son in those early years, when everything was what I was hoping it would be and the future that I was looking for it to be. And like unfortunately, what I see sometimes, parents, when they're going through that struggle, they see a darker future than it has to be.
Yeah.
And like if they could kind of like when they get that moment, if they could kind of like switch back to that brighter future that they saw in their child's face, that's the gift of Facebook. Facebook memories.
And
I
Instagram,
think that. No, not Instagram. Facebook.
Okay.
I'm old. The gift Facebook is they go back about like 20 years.
Oh yeah.
Of memories.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
And you get that memory thing. Oh,
I
this
thought
happened.
you meant the fake book. The Facebook thing that you put out, where everybody's life is wonderful and happy.
Oh no.
That's what I thought you were talking
I'm not
about.
talking about those people who put pictures of food on Joe. I'm not talking about them. But no, I meant the memories that are real.
Yeah.
But I mean, those reminders will keep you connected. When those moments are hard.
Yeah, but it also shows you how much you've moved on, doesn't it, as well? How much progression's been made. Personally, 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, trying to think when he left school. My son, he left school, he's super duper smart, really academic, but has his own challenges as well. He left school and we were just thrown this massive curveball of what do we do now? And without planning, without thought, without researching, which is what we do, isn't it? Research everything. He had to go to college because the course that he wanted to do in school was not available to him. So this is a kid who wasn't independent, didn't go anywhere alone. Literally the shop, which is about 20 doors away from our house, he went to the shop and that was it, never went out. And he's now in college full time, thriving. He's doing travel training. He got the bus to college.
Wait.
The other day.
Travel training?
Yeah.
Wasn't his nickname Flag Boy?
Flag Boy, yeah.
Love it. But he's travel training, so he's going into travel and tourism.
So sorry. No, sorry. I mean, there's a guy called Joe from the council who comes and takes him out on the bus and shows him how to use the bus and how to get around. Yeah. And this is where you get the bus from. And this is how you find out what time the bus comes.
Nice one,
so
Joe.
He's doing this sort of thing. Yeah, I know, he's lovely. So he's doing this sort of thing now. Now that's such a massive step, such a massive thing, for me to think that he would be getting on the bus on his own. Yeah. It's just unbelievable.
And I'm pretty sure that there are parents out there who are dealing with this can understand how much of a milestone things like that are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I mean, hopefully, it's a testament for what you do. What your organization has been doing and what it continues to do as far as like being able to share that story and support people that are going through that struggle. So I mean, this is where we ask, how can we find you?
Okay.
All right, so you're gonna need a slide rule and a map. Let's see. Well, Phil's gonna write. Well, it'll be on the screen. It'll be on the screen.
Do you want me to do it?
No. It'll be on okay, you can say it. Go ahead. Okay. You can say it, and it'll be on the screen. Go ahead, go.
So, our name is the Neurodiverse Family Support Network, CIC, and that's our name on Facebook. If you're on Instagram,
it's shorter.
So it's just Neurodiverse Family Support. We have a brilliant website. www.neurodiversefamilysupport.org.uk, and you'll find links to book onto everything, all of our information. There's a contact us page. That's everything. Yeah, marvelous.
That's fantastic. You know what I mean? We got through it. You know, look at that. You can breathe now. And so, you know, thank you very much for joining me here in the
Thank you
studio,
for
Joe
having me.
Galbraith. How much warmer is it?
Roasting.
All right. I said, how much
Roasting.
warmer is it?
It's like
And
a
she
walking
says it's
hot
roasting.
flush in here.
Thanks.
Tropical.
Couple moments.
Hey, that's why I'm in the tree. All right, so this has been Joe Galbraith, you know, and Neurodiverse Family Support Network. I'm Chase Johnson Lynch. I'm your host, and you know what? For now, we out of here.